Southern Man, the acoustic version by Neil Young. We are downtuned by a full step for this one, so if you're not sure what that is, take your first string down to D, second down to A, third down to F, fourth down to C, fifth down to G, sixth down to D. Now we've got a guitar that acts as if it's in standard tuning, but is actually a full step lower than regular tuning, and we're in the key, or playing chord shapes as if in the key of D minor. Now we've got a typical Neil Young strumming 16th note feel here. Now what that means is that there's absolutely no point in going through this lesson saying, oh, he picks the third string here and then he strums and then he does an up flick, and you know, because you cannot play Neil Young and think in that way. What you have to do is get the right hand moving from the wrist in a constant 16th note pattern. So just grab yourself a D minor chord, and if you're not familiar with this strumming pattern, the first exercise you want to do is simply sort of down from the fourth string, and by the way, he often slightly mutes it by having the palm of the hand come across the bridge to touch the strings, and then up from the first string, and alternate those two for a while. Then do it again, but alternate between the first and second strings. So 4, 1, 4, 2, 4, 1, 4, 2. Notice that I'm not just picking one or two, I'm flicking up so I get some other strings. There's your speed. The downbeats, of course, are the bass notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once you've done that, try missing some notes. Keep feeling the bass on 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, but sometimes miss the ups coming back. The key is that the right hand is constantly moving in that 16th note feel. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, but it's not always hitting the strings. Okay? Now that's the feel within that. So I'm not going to talk about specific ups and downs now as we go through this lesson. You want to keep that feel going. He never plays this song the same way twice because he's not thinking in those terms either. So I'll just show you the key little parts of the lick that he's throwing in. And in bar 1 he plays this. Where the little things he does is, first of all, he hammers the first string open to first fret. Bass, bass, hammer. Then you got the first string, second string, and then he pulls off the first string 3 to 1. So 1 and hammer, pull off. Now he goes to an underlying chord of B flat. B flat going to G minor. B flat, we just want a 4-string bar at the 3rd fret, top 4 strings. Come down twice from the 4th string, doesn't matter what you get. Then add the 4th string at the 5th fret to turn it into G minor. Come down emphatically from the 4th string. And then after a couple of dabs, at the end of that we get down as it is, as the chord shape is, and then down with the 5th fret of the 1st string added. So I'll give you a count for that one. 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4 E, and it rings across and a. Again, I emphasize he's not thinking in those terms. Just trying to flesh that out for you if it helps. So those would be the first 2 bars. 1 and 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 and 2 and 3 E and a 4 E. Notice that essentially what you're doing is you're playing the little lick bits that I'm talking about, where you might be hammering the first string here, pulling off the 3rd, hammering the 1st fret rather, pulling off from the 3rd fret. You've got your B flat where you add the 5th, that little move. Get those in there, and around that you're just dabbing around the chord. Doesn't matter what part of the chord you get. Okay, bar 3 is essentially, no, not essentially, exactly the same as bar 1. And then what he does on this particular version that I'm using as a template here is he plays this on the B flat to G minor. So he actually starts by picking the B flat chord. He's now got an A shape. He's leaving the first string open, so he's not playing that shape. He's got an A shape, but up at the 3rd fret. It's technically like a B flat chord, but this open E string here is giving it a sharp 11 in the chord. So we want something like 3, 2, 4, 1. Still feel the up and downness of that continuing right hand motion. See, it's still going, down, up, up. 4 again, dab, strum, or up, dab, strum. 1, E, and 2, E, and turned it into the G minor that we played in bar 2. Some dabbing around, and then get the third fret to 5th fret of the first string thing at the end. So 1 E, and actually I think he then lies the finger down at that point. 2 E, and 3 E, and 4 E, going to the G minor on the 3. Now those 4 bars then are the intro, and he then repeats them, but I'll just play them through one more time for you here. And then you repeat that. That would be your intro.